Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. What time is it today? It's 8 o'clock. It's time for my coffee live stream business spotlight. This is sponsored by DPF Globe Sales and Cleaning Services. DPF Globe Sales and Cleaning Service offers state-of-the-art cleaning solutions for your diesel particulate filter, incorporating pneumatic cleaning, testing, and thermal regeneration equipment. Our process includes inspection, airflow testing, level 1 or level 2 cleaning, specialized cleaning if required, and filter baking. We provide level 1 and level 2 machines to customize your filter cleaning needs. These services are also available for CAT, Detroit Diesel, Cummins, Volvo, Power, Stroke, and Mack DPS. Sponsored by DPF Globe Sales and Cleaning Services. I am the sales manager of this company, and the owner is Michael and Elisa Von Lange. Now it's time to highlight one of my members. Please welcome Brian Klein of Blue Ink Notary.
Good morning, Melissa. How are you?
Good morning. So tell us your story. How did you start up with this business?
Um, Actually, I stumbled upon it, a Facebook ad of all things, for a guy that was teaching a course how to do loan closings. So I looked into that, watched the video, watched some other videos to make sure the guy was legit and that he was for real, and then took the notary course to become a notary in the state of Pennsylvania. Did the loan signing course after that, and that was a little over 3 years ago.
Oh, that is nice. So how is the business today?
Uh, Business has slowed down, obviously, with interest rates having gone up. We are not seeing the refinances that we saw a year and a half, 2 years ago. But
Mhm.
people are still buying and selling houses. House prices are still doing well. But overall, the volume of closings with the refinances has gone down. But I'm looking at doing some other things in my notary work to fill the blocks of time where all those refinances were. So you just keep plugging along.
Yeah. So tell me, what is the purpose of having a document notarized?
Basically, the long and short of it is to attempt to prevent fraud by me being there, witnessing people sign their documents. I'm verifying through their whatever means of identification they provide to me, whether it's a driver's license, a passport, military ID. That they are who they say they are, and that yes, I witnessed them, sign these documents, so that the person or party that they're going to, has that verification.
You meant something about fraud. Can you tell if someone is fraud, probably because of the ID
Well, I
they,
mean,
they
yeah,
submitted?
you can kind of tell from having looked at IDs over the years, what might
Yeah.
be fraudulent. There's holograms and stuff on our Pennsylvania driver's license that you look for.
Hmm.
If the plastic coating of the license is worn, there's a, a possibility that it might be have attempted to be frauded. So
Yeah, just we talk about this later. Can someone like your brother or sister um is legal be to be your notary? Is it okay for your relative to be your notary?
generally, yes, it is, depending what the document is. If it's their will or a power of attorney or some other type of document where they might get the notary might get a financial incentive of some sort, you know, because from the notarization of that document, that's generally looked down upon. But if you have a relative that's, owns a business and they have a contract they need notarized or something like that, or some other document, yeah, just they can notarize that. But if there's a financial gain to be had, potentially by the notary, then no, that's kind of looked down upon, that they shouldn't be notarizing those documents.
Okay. So what type of documents do you notarize?
The majority of what I do is loan documents. So, when people are buying or selling their home, when they're refinancing, home equity lines of credit, Sometimes I'll do a loan modification, which is when they've been able to not make some payments for some time, and the lender gives them a grace period, and they defer that amount towards a later date that's got to be paid by. Generally, that's what I do the most of. But then wills, powers of attorney, um, divorce documents, adoption paperwork.
Mhm.
Just back in August, I did a lot of financial and healthcare power of attorneys for kids going off to college that, God forbid, something would happen to them while they're at school, that their parents can access their financial and medical records and stuff like that for them.
Oh, that's good to know. That's
Yep.
additional to me. What's the deal with online notarization? How does this work?
So online notarization has been around for a number of years. Just became more prevalent with a lot of um, states putting it into practice and allowing it on a wider scale, from COVID. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, how it works is um, you would need to upload your document on a platform, which I have a specific platform that I work with, um, that has been approved by the Department of State here in Pennsylvania. So you upload your document to there. I got to tag it, and by that just simply means that I put in little blocks where you need to sign, where information needs to be filled in, and so forth. And then we meet over a Zoom call similar to this, and we verify your ID, your identity, and then we complete the notarization, and then it gets sent to you electronically for you to submit to whoever's requesting the document. Unfortunately, the drawback to that is to online notarization is um, it's not available to everybody, and by that I mean there's some stipulations that you have to adhere to, or fall in compliance with, if you will,
Yeah.
um, in order to have that notarization completed. First of which, being you have to have lived in the United States, you have to have owned a home, and you have to have owned a vehicle in the United States as well. Um,
Oh,
you also need to have had a bill, cable, utility bill at your home, in your name as well. So,
oh,
in order to verify, aside from showing the ID and capturing that online, Pennsylvania and a lot of most other states use what's known as knowledge-based authentication. So if you've ever applied for a loan or something like that, and they've asked you a series of questions like, which of these addresses is affiliated with you? Which company have you had a car loan from? Those are the type of questions that the platforms will utilize to verify your identity aside from the ID.
oh, that's very convenient that the online is available. So you can be national if you do that, right?
Yeah, technically, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you've owned a home, like I said, and a car and all, and you fall into the category where you meet all those requirements, you can be out of the country technically, and I can notarize something for you. But essentially, for anybody in the U.S., I can notarize around the country online.
Yeah, so connect with Brian. Check his website, blueinknotarypa.com. Blueinknotarypa.com. So we will tell that again later. So, what types of people or businesses do you work with?
From doing the loan closings and stuff like that, primarily I work with different title companies, realtors, mortgage people. But outside of that, I try to work with attorneys a lot for, that need their clients need powers of attorney or their estate planning documents. And then healthcare facilities, be it hospitals, rehab facilities, senior and assisted living facilities that might need a power of attorney, um, you know, signed off on and notarized.
That's interesting. Lawyers need a notary too. Can't they sign their own? No?
Uh, a lot of attorneys are notaries as well. So yeah, they can do a lot of their own work for their clients, but sometimes there's situations where they can't get away from the office, or they already have an appointment lined
Yeah.
up, and they need affidavits notarized for a court proceeding or something like that. So that's when they can send me and say, hey, can you meet with our client at such and such day and time? We need all these affidavits notarized, and then I take care of that for them.
So we get to know more about you and your business. So how can I learn? How can we learn more? How do we connect with you and when they need a notary?
Well, you can go to the website, blueinknotarypa.com. That's the first place you can go to, or you can give me a call if you have in-depth questions that you don't see answers to on the website. My number is 484-509-1405. And if you want to get started on an online notarization, you can go to blueinknotarypa.online.
Ooh, you have two websites. That is nice.
Yeah, that just goes to it's a forwarding link to the portal that I use for online notarizations.
Oh, that
You
is nice.
Yep. So they would just need to go on there, create the account, upload the document, and then we can get going from there.
That is good. That's good to know. So, Brian has been a member for how many months this year? So tell us your experience about My Coffee Connect.
Well, Melissa, you run a great organization. A lot of different networking organizations or opportunities are out there. Don't have the online thing that you're doing. A number of them did it through COVID and kind of gotten back to the in person thing. But you have your in person side of things as well. But you also continue to do this, which provides additional value to your members like myself and everybody else that gets featured on your live stream and the other things that you do. So just look the little mini Met Walk thing we did. I guess when was
Yes.
that? Earlier this year,
Yeah. April.
back in the spring. That was a unique thing. I mean, most networking events, you sit there and you talk and have lunch or breakfast, or if it's
Yes.
after hours for happy hour, whatever it might be, and here you're networking and walking and getting some exercise out there. So that's
Yeah.
truly a unique concept.
Yeah, that will be launched on October 24, Tuesday at the Far Post in Limerick, Linfield. So, what you call this? Brian is business spotlight today at 5 to 5:45 p.m. If
Yes.
you're available, he is going to prepare one question, and we can have a conversation about his business for 6 minutes, and he will answer the question in 4 minutes. So the My Coffee Connect Zoom connections is 45 minutes. Um, 20 minutes is my goal is to connect four businesses in a break room, and each of attendees have 5 minutes conversation. Then we're going to have a business spotlight, which is Brian Klein at 5 o'clock to 5:45. He is going to ask question, and we're going to have a 10-minute conversation about their business. After that, a sharing of your experience about My Coffee Connect. How do you feel about the event? Do you feel the joy of networking? That is the one that we are trying to provide the joy of networking, because you get to connect with awesome businesses, and because I'm awesome, so
Yes,
I've
you
got
are.
awesome people, so we are all awesome. So connect with us at My Coffee Connect. We're doing live stream. No, we're doing My Coffee Connect Zoom connections. First Mondays and third Tuesdays, 9 to 9:45 or 5 to 5:45. And since we are in Pennsylvania, we are doing live networking in King of Prussia, second Tuesday, 4 to 5. And Brian is one of the ambassadors in King of Prussia, and we're doing it at Chester. Um, First Monday of the month, 10 to 11 at X Golf. And then second Monday at Boyertown in Bridges Place at 5 to 6. And then second Tuesday, uh, was it, X drawing, which is 2 to 3 in Malvern, and then King of Prussia second Tuesday 4 to 5. So if you're available, it's in our LinkedIn page. The link is posted there, or you can follow us in LinkedIn page and My Coffee Connect Facebook. And then you can follow me at Coffee and Conversations with Melissa with my YouTube. That's my YouTube. So welcome you there. So it's 15 minutes. It's
Woo!
awesome conversation with you, Brian. And
Time
tell
flies when
us,
you're having fun.
yes. And before we say goodbye to them, can you you want to tell us something about new, or do you have any event, something new to your business? Do you have any offers that you are?
Yeah, two things. For I just recently added I-9 verification services. So if you recently started a new job for an out of area or out of state employer, sometimes they will ask to have their I-9 form verified. So the I-9 form is where you just verify again, verifying their identity and their documents allowing them to work in the United States are valid and good to go. So I recently offered those services. So again, you can contact me through my website or my phone number, as I mentioned earlier. And then also, I do have a 10% discount for first responders, military, and teachers. So it's 10% off their notarization bill.
That's nice. Thank you so much, Brian. Check him out again at blueinknotarypa.com.
Yes.
Blueinknotarypa.com. So thank you,
Well,
everyone.
thanks for
And
having me, Melissa.
yes, we're doing it every Monday. I highlight members so you will get to know them. Thank you, everyone, and see you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye. Don't go out yet.